Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at angles, and in particular we're going to be looking at the rules for angles at a point. So, our learning intention for this video is that we are going to know and be able to use some basic angle facts. So the first thing we're going to do is just introduce those angle facts. And I suggest that as we go through, it might be a good idea to write some of these down just as a wee note in your jotter so you can refer back to them later. So this first one says, angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. And that makes sense, right? Because we've seen before that a straight line is 180 degrees, so that's got to be 180 degrees. If I've got 43 degrees here so far, that means I can work out, that's not gone very well, I can work out what this part is, right? Because if I know the whole lot has to be 180 degrees to get from here all the way around, that's 180. If I do 43 in this part, the rest has to get me up to 180. So let's do 180, take away that 43 that we've got so far, and that will tell me what my missing angle is. So I can't do 0 take away 3, so I borrow from the 8. 10 take away 3 is 7, 7 take away 4 is 3, 1 take away nothing is 1. So I've got 137 degrees. So we can use this fact that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees to find a missing angle. Okay, another rule we should know then. Angles at a point add up to 360 degrees. And again, this makes sense from what we've seen before, right? Because we know if we go all the way around, that makes 360. So if I've gone 100 degrees and then another 140 degrees, how far do I need to go to get back to where I started? That's going to be the size of that angle, isn't it? So first of all, let's work out how much we've got so far. So I've got 100 and I've got 140. So 100 plus 140 equals 240. But I need to make 360, right? So we're going to have to do 360 take away that 240 to see what this leftover bit has got to be. And again, I'm going to have to do a wee bit of borrowing here. Nothing take away nothing is nothing. Oh no, I'm not going to have to do any borrowing, am I? 6 take away 4 is 2. 3 take away 2 is 1. So we've got 120 degrees is my missing angle here. Vertically opposite angles. Now, the word vertically in this context is a little bit confusing because it doesn't mean vertical like sort of up and down like that, as opposed to horizontal like that. Vertically opposite just means at a vertex, and a vertex is just one of these crossing points. So vertically opposite angles are the ones that are opposite each other when we make a vertex, a crossing point like this. So what we've got is a straight line and another straight line, and the ones that are vertically opposite, so opposite each other in this crossing point, are going to be equal. So that means that this guy is 144, which means this guy has got to be 144. So up here, that's also 144 degrees. But since these crossing points are made up of straight lines, we can also work out what these other parts are. Because if I've got, let's look in particular at this, sorry, my pen's not lining up, there we go, at this straight line, then we've got 144 degrees on the top there. So to make a whole straight line, that's 180, we can work out what that bit's got to be. So the whole straight line should be 180. We've got so far 144, so we can take that away and see what we get. So 0 take away 4, I can't do that, so we're going to borrow from over here. 10 take away 4 is 6, 7 take away 4 is 3, 1 take away 1 is nothing. So I've got 36 degrees in that bit, and because we know that vertically opposite angles are equal, this angle is vertically opposite this angle. So that means this guy over here has to be 36 degrees as well. Okay, so vertically opposite, these ones are equal, and these ones are equal. Right, we've got some to work out now then. I am asked to find the size of angle AOB. So AOB, that's going to join A to O to B. So that's this angle here is the one we're looking for. I'll mark that in. There we go. And there are 1, 2, 3 angles here. They need to add up to make 360, don't they? We need to make 360. So what are we going to do first? Well, let's work out what we've got so far. We've got 165 and then another 100. So that's 165 plus 100. That makes 265. I hope you'll agree. Good. So I've got 265 degrees so far. I need the whole lot to make 360. So we'll take this away from 360 to work out what my missing bit over here is. So we're going to take 265 and so 0 take away 5, I can't do that, so we're going to need to do a borrow from over here. 10 take 5 is 5. 5 take 6, I can't do that either. 15 take 6 is 9. And 2 take away 2 is nothing, so we've got 95 degrees is my missing angle. So the size of angle AOB equals 95 degrees. Make sure we're putting on our units here. When we measure angles, we're doing it in degrees, so we pop a wee degrees sign, like a little circle, little floating circle, just above the last number. Okay, a few more of these. This one, we're going to find the size of angles B and C. So we've seen a similar one to this, haven't we? These are both straight lines, so I can work out what this B has got to be, because if that's a straight line, it needs to be 180 degrees. And if I've got 130 degrees so far, so that's 180, here's 130, what's that extra bit going to be? We can work it out by doing a subtraction. 0 take 0 is 0, 8 take 3 is 5, 1 take 1 is nothing, so this bit must be 50 degrees. And how about C? Well, these guys are vertically opposite. Do you remember? Because you've got this crossing point here, so the ones that are opposite are going to be equal, so this C is going to be 130 degrees. Cool, so my answer is B equals 50 degrees and C equals 130 degrees. Good. A couple more. Find the size of angle FOG. So we're getting a wee bit trickier this time. So first of all, let's work out where FOG is. So FOG, it's this angle over here. And right, what's going on here then? So we've got, this is a straight line, and we've got X, X, and X. Now, because they're all the same letter, they must be representing the same value. So what have we got? We've got X plus X plus X needs to make a straight line, so that's 180. So X plus X plus X equals 180, but wait a minute, this looks like a bit of a mess. I can write that in a tidier way, can't I? X plus X plus X, that's the same as 3X, isn't it? So 3X equals 180. Now this looks to me like an equation that I can solve. If 3x's make 180, what's 1x going to be? Well, we can work that out by dividing by 3. So let's divide by 3 on the left and we get x. We'll divide by 3 on the right. And maybe you can do 180 divided by 3 in your head. Maybe we use a bus stop. 180 divided by 3. So how many 3's are going into 1? None of them, so we carry that 1 across. How many 3's are going into 18? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 6 of them. How many 3's go into 0? None. So my answer is 60. So angle FOG equals 60 degrees, because all of those x's are going to be the same. 60 plus 60 plus 60, that's 180. Good. Final one of these we'll look at then. Okay, this one looks complicated now, doesn't it? Find the size of angle HOJ. So again, like before, we're going to work out which angle we're talking about. HOJ, HOJ. It's this guy here. So that's the angle we want, HOJ. And what do we know about these angles? So we've got 165, and we've got 105, and 2y and y. So all of those added together need to make, well, it's all the way around, isn't it? They need to make 360. So what have we got? Let's write it out. We've got 2y plus another y plus 105 plus 165, and that all needs to equal 360. Let's tidy this up a bit then. So we've got 2y and another y. That makes 3y, I think. We've got 105 plus 165. we can add those together. Maybe you can do that in your head. Maybe you use a chimney sum. 105 plus 165. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 6, 0 plus 6 plus 1 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 2. So we've got 270. Oh, I was a little bit keen with my equal sign there, wasn't I? I need plus 270 equals 360. So can we see what I've done there? I've collected my y's together, 3y. I've collected my numbery bits together, 270, and that stuff all needs to equal 360. So how am I going to go about solving this? Well, we better take away our 270 from both sides first. So take 270, take 270, and that's going to leave me with, well, just 3y on the left, and 360 take 270. Again, maybe you do that in your head, maybe you could do it in a chimney sum, is equal to 90. So 3y is equal to 90. I've sort of run out of space over here. I'm going to rewrite it over here so we can carry on. 3y is equal to 90. We're going to have to divide by 3. That'll be my last step. Divide 3. Divide 3. And that's going to give me just 1y on the left and 30 degrees on the right. So that means y is equal to 30 degrees, and y is also conveniently the same as HOJ. So HOJ is y degrees, which is 30, so my answer is angle HOJ equals 30 degrees. Good stuff. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Bye.